What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Summer Gravity, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, I wanted to go through, just because my own curiosity was piqued, I wanted to see what the fortune draw impact of Yaba's Pickle was. Now, we also had fortune draws for Tasoshi, but that was much smaller. And I think the voucher cards are going to be significantly smaller in terms of the amount of arcanes. But we had 50 of these arcanes that were given away, gold foil arcanes, I should say. We're on the black foil auction arcanes now. But what I essentially did is I took all of these entries, literally added them up, right? And the total amount of entries that were submitted for all 50 copies of the card, 50 arcane copies, was 17,101. Now, in order to craft these, you need to spend 10 vouchers. So all in all, this burned, 170,000 vouchers, 171,000 vouchers. So that's not even 4.5 days, right? That's barely over 4 days worth of voucher burning. So, I was talking about this previously on one of the other videos that I was kind of focusing on vouchers, and it's like, yeah, again, it's good to have this as a voucher sink. Don't get me wrong. 4 days does reduce the amount that we print and the amount that's out there in circulation. But, we're minting 40,000 per day. So the voucher impact wasn't that high. Now, obviously, what we can do, and we'll probably do something similar towards the end with the black foil arcanes. But the other thing that I wanted to highlight here was the amount of DEC burned, because keep in mind, you do burn DEC for this as well as aura, right? But I don't even want to track aura because aura is just produced. It's not traded anywhere. There's no value associated with it, but it's obviously good that we're burning and using up the aura that's out there. So what I wanted to do was check the amount of DEC burn, which is 200 per fortune ticket, right? 200 per ticket that's entry. And that comes out to 3.4 million DEC that was used, or burned, I should say. So again, these aren't like super high numbers, but they do make an impact here or there. Now, for something like Yaba's Pickle, I was hoping that the numbers would be significantly higher, both for vouchers and for DEC, but that's where we're at. And this was just kind of an introduction to this whole process for promo cards and for the upcoming voucher promo cards. Now, what's interesting here, and let me, I didn't even double check to see if that was the case here. My assumption is that each fortune ticket was an entry for these, whereas I know with the new card like Dargatum or whatever, yeah. Let's go to exclusive. What's going to change here is that it might actually be significantly higher. Now, there's only 5 of these gold foils, right? They're coming out in less than a month here. But as you can see, each entry costs 35 tickets. So there's not going to be that many entries, or if there are entries, we're going to have to multiply that number by 35, right? Because it's going to be 35 tickets in total. If I got it wrong for Yaba's Pickle, then, I apologize. I did not see anything there, and I don't know if they changed it up, but I was just trying to go based off of what the assumption was that every ticket was. So as we move forward, what we can do, obviously, with when this goes live is see how many entries are there, multiply that by the amount of tickets, 35, and then see what gets burned. But I love the fact that now we're going to be getting 10 of these cards plus a skin, right? 10 of these voucher promo cards plus a skin. That's only going to add more utility to vouchers. Not to mention, and just to kind of go and see where we're at so far, there's been 552 cards purchased already. So if we just take a look at that, 552 times 1050 for the amount of vouchers, that's already 579,000 vouchers. That's pretty good. We're all close to 580,000 vouchers. Now, keep in mind, we do need to burn 3.6 million over the course of this Dargatum sale, but at the same time, this one's going to be out for 90 days. I'm assuming that they'll probably start up the next one in December or January, where they move to the cycle of like 10 cards, if that's when they're planning to do that. But on the whole, it's not zero, it's not a lot, it's somewhere in between, right? In terms of like the impact that these fortune draws have had. So I'm not trying to sit here and hate on it by any means. I think it's great. People are, participating, and it's just more of that kind of like jackpot gambling, roll of the dice mentality, which is what a lot of people look to do, whether it's buying packs or now obviously, participating in the auction or the fortune draws. So this is another way in which people can use the assets they're receiving either from land or from other game and then go and buy it, on the secondary marketplace. And it creates value, it creates volume, it creates this just momentum around the ecosystem. And that's a video that I'm going to save for a little bit later, just how intricate everything has become in a very good way. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The final numbers, once again, were 3.4 million DEC burned for fortune draws for Yabba's Pickle, sorry, not Dargatum, as well as 171,000, around that amount, of vouchers burned. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.